All right, I will just tell you something. Rico, much like a dog that hasn't eaten in about 3 days, is just salivating to talk to you about. Salivating. We're going to do it at 3.
You guys are going to fire Juwan at 3?
Way to talk it up, Mike.
Salivating.
No, we all watch that out there in the bullpen.
Right. No. I like how he just cuts the legs off of my topics.
No.
But when I do it to him, he loses it.
What I was saying is you don't want to miss 3 o'clock because Rico's going to bring something your team didn't bring. Passion.
Effort.
I don't believe in you as a fan base. I think you're a bunch of front-running goofballs who don't show up when your team loses, and you're only there when your 10 IQ in basketball can comprehend that your team's good. So you can show me, and you can show Rico you're an actual fan base, because you know what my view is? You don't warrant being discussed. Your team is a collective bum, your coach is a bum, and you're headed to the NIT. But Rico has passion. Now, respectfully, tell us what you teased.
Here's the thing. I'm willing to wait. If you can't get Carter, no, I'm not taking a corner. And maybe some of it is recency bias because of what we saw at the combine. But I'm willing to say that this guy would be a pick at 6 for me, rather than some corner who I know is going to wash out the league. I would go with Nolan Smith of Georgia.
What, at 6? Oh, okay.
Why not?
Because it's insane.
Why? If he's good, he's good. Doesn't matter if you take him at 6 or in the 6th round.
Did you and Kenny switch bodies?
Yeah, this is something.
Georgia defenders.
I mean, you could put him on the edge.
They're your guys.
No, but I'm saying you could stick him right there on the edge.
Kenny hates the damn guy.
Yeah, I'm not a Nolan Smith fan at all.
What do you mean? He was a captain, national champion.
Ooh, he was also on the sidelines making an ass of himself. I'm not a fan. I'm sorry.
You can't get Will Anderson. He's going to be gone.
That's why I'm not waiting until 6.
Unless you go up to 3.
That's it. I want price certainty.
Okay.
I'm getting an elite quarterback or the elite
defender.
So
if you don't take the guy that's slotted for you, I look at Nolan Smith and I see a player.
Okay.
I'm one of the people, I don't care if you pick him up in the 8th round.
All right, put it on the board right now. I'll put it on the board right now, and it allows you 2 months for the narrative to change. He will not go inside the top 15. If he does, you get dinner, restaurant of your choice.
Nolan Smith.
Okay. Done. Double dinner bet. You already owe me 1. You're about to owe me 2. Michigan at 3. You're hyped up. Let's party. David, ticket text coming in. We got the commissioner of quarterback affairs, Jim Costa. I want to know on the heels of this Lamar Jackson nonsense where people are at with what you want. You know it. I've given you the numbers on Goff the last 24 games. He is a Pro Bowl caliber quarterback. I'm sitting tight. Cookies wants the opportunity to draft his franchise guy. Very few people want Lamar, even though you're the betting favorite to get him. And I don't know how many people are taking the approach, but Rico's not wrong. Just sit there at 6. Maybe Jalen Carter falls. David, ticket text. We'll get to the callers.
Jim Costa doesn't lead an army. He leads a bunch of lemmings off a cliff, someone says. I wouldn't take Richardson if Goff stunk. Cookies is dumb for his take. Fred at work. Sorry, I just wanted to start with those. I just get those out the way.
I'm not a Richardson person.
I know you're not.
I think that even after your year, because I'm not mad at your whole draft of QB and stash him. Mm-hmm. Okay, just please. What did I say?
It's just not him.
Just not him. If you want to tell me we'll take Levis, I don't agree.
So I don't like
but
Levis.
I'm not angry.
If you're going to take the project, you take the project. You take Richardson. I don't want this to get misconstrued. He's not my choice 1. I'd rather get the more polished, proven guy in Young or Stroud. But the idea that you would look at the most physically imposing quarterback in the history of the football draft and say, we're good with Jared Goff. There is
some assembly required, and then there's go chop down your own tree to make this.
Don't you have a guy who can take an axe out and do that? Isn't Dan Campbell Mr. Homemade? He'll go out and build it.
You got an OC who'll probably be here for 1 more year. So be careful what you wish for.
I'm just saying the type of team that fits Richardson is a team with a great O-line who can stash him for a year, give him time. He's only a 1-year collegiate starter.
Quarterback.
Only a temporary quarterback.
Okay.
Oh, you go ahead and extend him in this market. You guys, I can't wait for 2 years in hindsight
I love it when
to
mommy
hear about
and daddy
this.
fight.
No, I can't wait in 2 years hindsight for you guys to both be bitching about Jared Goff's contract. Because you're setting yourself up for it.
I'm not saying extend him for 6-7 years.
I offered a kid a scenario, and he hits us with a frying pan. The disrespect is really...
Why do you think I started with the text I started with?
He has one good hair day. The kid, he just walks in like Jim Rome. All right, let's go to Brandon, see where he's at. Brandon, what's going on, buddy?
Just frustrated. John Beeline left us, and now we don't have a three-point shooter. why is Dickinson shooting the ball like this? All right, anyway. So, yeah. I need my Nick Stauskas. Please bring him back. But I need I would definitely trade up. You have to. And I don't get even the mindset. Like, if Levis is still on the board for the Raiders, I would start bluffing like crazy, try to get draft picks. So I think I would trade up for Arizona because you need Anderson, you need Carter. Okuda thing, the whole thing scared me. I think he went the same round Herbert did, and same draft. And I think we kind of messed up there. Anthony Richardson is nothing, and he won't be nothing. And I just miss Nick Stauskas, and that's just all I have.
All right. This is fantastic. A Nick Stauskas fan. Enjoy. I'm sorry to Will Levis stuff. I don't get it.
The only thing you can do for Will Levis, I think, is the same thing for Anthony Richardson. You do have the Raiders right behind you.
Draft and stand. Oh, you're talking about a trade?
Posture.
The Raiders aren't the smartest team, historically speaking. If you can make them think that you want a guy, you only move down one spot. Whoever you were going to take will still be there. Plus, you'll probably pick up an extra second or third round pick.
Look, I accomplished my mission here. All I wanted was him to move to 3, be willing to take Will Anderson. It's a middle ground. That's all I wanted from Cookies.
See, here's where you get hit with another frying pan.
Oh, come on.
You move up to 3. You're doing a little Mikey dance. Yeah, we're going to get Will Anderson. And with the 3rd pick, the Detroit Lions have selected Bryce Young.
But hell yeah.
Okay,
because he will select Bryce Young with that pick.
But time out. The point I'm making is, and this is where people lose sight of this.
No pants dance time. Let's go. Bryce Young at 3.
See, but that's why you didn't hear Cookies, because he said in hopes that Bryce Young is there.
Right, and all I'm saying
or Stroud.
All I'm saying is, what have I made this offseason about? What is my number one?
Be interesting.
Be bold, be interesting, and you need game records.
And don't pay running backs.
And David?
We do not pay running backs.
Thank you.
And so Lamar is not bold.
No, he sucks. The difference is, if you move to 3 and you took Young, here's what I could at least say to our listeners and the Lions customers. That Brad Holmes has a grade on this player that is so good, that is so elite, he's going to attach his job to it. I wouldn't do it, but I'd understand moving up to get what you perceive to be the elite guy. I get that. Now, I would get Anderson. I'm investing in Aiden. I'm investing in the front 7, and I'm gonna have a game wrecker opposite Aiden. But I at least can understand that. What I don't get is where people, not Jim, people call up and they go, oh, just take a rookie. And I'm like, okay, who? They don't even know who they want. If it's the one guy that Holmes thinks is a unicorn, I don't have to like it to understand it. That's all I'm saying. Now Rico wants to hit me. We got a real scene going on here to start the show here.
I will, but no, I don't want to hit you, but I will if you want it.
I just want to go to Rio. Rio 97.1. Rio. Come on, man. We do fast-paced radio here. Will you please? You're on morning time. Let's go to Anthony, 97.1. What's up, Anth?
Hey, what's up, Mike, Rico? How are you guys doing?
Good, buddy. What's on your mind?
This is a complicated draft, guys. You know, it really is. I hear what you're saying, Mike, but what do you think it would cost to move from 6 to 3? Do you think it would cost both the draft picks, both the first-round picks?
No, that's a myth that Detroiters love to – no, it doesn't. It costs you a first and a second.
By the trade chart, it would. Now, if Arizona was upselling the pick and demanded 6 and 18, you'd be getting a pick back from them, or I'm going to tell them to pound sand and hang up the phone.
I wouldn't do it for 6 and 18. That's too much. I probably would do it for a first and a second. But if it did cost both the first, I mean, at that point, instead of taking a rookie quarterback, which I don't understand why anybody in this town wants a rookie, when you have Jared Goff, you have the opportunity to trade for Lamar, even though I still wouldn't do that. He is an upgrade over Goff, in my opinion, with this O-line. And then you could always trade Goff later for another first-round pick, possibly.
I don't see that.
But, you know, there is a chance that 4 QBs get taken in the top 5 picks. If Seattle makes a trade, if Arizona makes another trade,
that's the
Will Levis money
Yeah,
for
Anthony,
too.
that's what I'm saying. You could just benefit, kind of like the Pistons did in getting Ivy by doing nothing. It's possible because historically speaking, when you get caught with legal troubles, your stock falls and you get teams that pass on you. I would say this, if you make that trade, if you have to go with 6 and 18, you then get Arizona's second-round pick, which is 35.
Here's the other thing, fellas, and I want to get Jim's opinion on this. You and I are in lockstep. I think the owners are colluding on Lamar. I don't think Lamar's going anywhere. I think he will go to Baltimore on a discount because he has to.
As you would like to say, you're going to eat the pizza.
Yeah. I mean, Jim, where are you at? The whole idea that teams were tripping over their garden hoses to say they weren't interested the minute the tag was applied.
It's bizarre. It doesn't make sense.
It feels like collusion.
Yeah, while I don't think he makes the most sense for the Lions, tell me the Atlanta Falcons shouldn't be chasing him. Tell me the Carolina Panthers in that division shouldn't be chasing him.
I said it back in December. Atlanta's the move. You got to sell luxury boxes.
The Commanders.
Right. I'm just saying.
A number of teams that have
in the ultimate spite, which leads me to believe that there is collusion, because I could just see Snyder saying, "I'll pay him, and then I'm out the door." That's Bezos' problem now. What do you want from me? But he's not doing it, which tells me
the number of teams that have no pathway to a quarterback that are also not at all interested in Lamar is bizarre.
Collusion.
It's bizarre.
Collusion. 248-539-9797. Cookies, you can go eat your lettuce cups or whatever you have to do, or if you'd like to do football today, we're hanging. And Rico is going to let the lion out of the cage at 3. It's going to be a very exciting moment because we do have to address Michigan filling their diaper today at the Big Ten tournament.